when you look at verse 1, it says the whole community began weeping out aloud. And they cried all night. Their voices rose in great chorus of protest against Moses and Aaron. If we only had died in Egypt, listen what we say. Or even here in the wilderness, they complain. Why is the Lord taking us to this country only to have us die in the battle? Our wives and our children, our little ones will be carried off as plunder. Now they speaking death and destruction over their own lives. Why God brought me in this situation when he know I ain't got enough? Now me and my children going to end up losing our house, losing our car. Now we in this situation and see why God brought us here. Who cursing who? Come on. Is the devil cursing you or you cursing yourself? Wow. Because see, now they complain. They seen God brought them through the Red Sea. Now they're in a situation and they moved again by what it looked like. And see, God said, see, I'm coming after this complaining and this murmuring demon. He said, because we got more of us, we murmuring and complaining because we going through. We talking more about we going through than you talking about the goodness of the Lord. He said, you telling everybody I'm going through. How you doing? I'm going through. Girl, if it ain't one thing, it's another. You got a whole spiel on what you going through, but instead of saying, but God shall supply my need, because are you hungry? No. Do you got clothes on your back? Yes. Are you still driving your car? Yes. Are you still staying in your house? Yes. So what you complaining about? He said, because see, we murmuring and complaining, showing him that we're not satisfied. He said, because he did not tell you I was going to take care. Well, I ain't eating how I used to eat. I used to eat steak, but now I got to eat some cube steak. I want the steak. But see, God said, because I'm killing that part of you that make you think that you have arrived. He said, I got to take you back because you ain't arrived to where you thought you needed to be. Right. I got to humble you now. I got to let you know you can't be moved by what it looked like. He said, I'm putting you in these situations because I'm trying your faith. I'm trying you to see that you really for me. He said, because some people say that they for me, but time opposition hit. Now you want to switch partners. Now you want to go back out there into the world. Your water got cut off. Now you want to backslide. You want to backslide because your water got cut off. But what about when you almost lost your mind? What about when you thought you was going to die? But God healed you and you in your right state of mind. You know what day it is. But you want to backslide because my water got cut off. I gave the church my last. Then you're talking about it. Wow. He said, you don't got your reward now. You got it. You don't got it. Well, I cleaned the church when I was tired and I gave my best. God said, no, I'm giving you what you want. You want some attention. You want somebody to see what you did. You won't just got it. He said, because of your reward. Because see, God said, I want to show you. It's not what it's look like, but while you in this situation, stop murmuring. Stop complaining. Just, he said, he know it's hard. He said, but I'm killing you. Y'all ever go to a funeral and see a dead man talk? Y'all got to. You mean tell me dead people don't talk? When you see that casket, they ain't talking. But when we say we supposed to be dead. He said you supposed to be dead in flesh and alive in him. So when we go and complain and doing all this stuff, that means we don't came from being dead to now we on the roads. You don't resurrect it yourself. Now you telling God how he should do what he know how to do. See now, when you look at verse 5, it say they already had plotted. Verse 4 say, then they plotted among themselves. Let's choose us a new leader and go back to Egypt. Now God done brought you from the Red Sea. And just because it ain't happened it don't look like what you think it ought to look like. You talking about going back into bondage. Come on. Come on. The pastor didn't say what I wanted her to say. I'm going back to my old church. Are you for real? You the one that said God brought you here. Now so when it ain't how you think it ought to be, now God will call you to go back to bondage. And you the one say he don't set you free. You see how we say crazy stuff like that? They don't just see a miracle right before their eyes and just because they intimidated. See, God said, I'm trying to get you to grow. I'm trying to get you to put on some spiritual muscles so you can come from out of that place of lowly bar, and I can get you to receive the promise, but you don't want to work for it. He said because church told you you can name it and claim it, and you felt like you ain't got to work for it. But God said, I'm raising up a remnant of people that's going to open up their mouth, that's going to get up and pray, they're going to declare and decree the word of God, and they're going to stand on the word of God because they know God is not a man that he shall lie. Everything that he promised, he will do what he said that he's going to do. But we got some people, church folks. Well, all I got to do is just name it and claim it. You think you ain't got to pray? You think you don't have to turn down your plate? Come on here. When Esther got ready before she seen the king, she had to fast 3 days, absolute fast. But you want to think you're going to get the breakthrough and you eating up everything you want to eat. You ain't turned down your plate not 1 second. Oh, but I'm finna walk in the promised land. What promised land you finna walk in? You ain't finna walk in no promised land. Because you mean tell me if I got to turn down my plate to get in what he telling me to get in, what make you think you ain't got to deny your flesh? See, we trying to take our flesh into the promised land, and God said, I got to kill it. He said, because if I don't kill it now, you'll get in the promised land thinking it was yourself. He said, see, I got to make it hard for you. I got to make it difficult. I got to let you know that it wasn't you. I got to let you know that it was me. Because you're going to say, it don't make enough. I don't make enough money to have everything I have. God said, I got to let you know it was me the one taking care of you. It was me the one that thought when they was laying folks out, it was me the one that had to skip your name and let somebody else off. It was me that was doing this.
All right.
He said, but some of us don't got it twisted. Oh, I've been saved for 30-something years, baby. You still got to come humble. You still got to understand who you serving. You can't come to him no any kind of way. And see,